Recently was shot in the chest and died last year before I engaged to the cop. Jacob Johns. My name is Jacob Jones. I'm the lead organizer for an international collective of indigenous wisdom keepers from around the world. We call ourselves a Wisdom Keepers delegation. We were born out of prayer. We know that the world is in peril, and so a lot of us come together in prayer and ceremony. We first gathered in Egypt before the COP in order to do global ceremony at the top of Mount Sinai. And since that moment, we've continued to do our prayers in different places around the planet. But we also know that we have to do more than just pray, that the time for prayers and thoughts has passed, that we need to be out in the street and really globally unify. The time for small increment steps domestically in different countries has passed us, so we must take a giant quantum leap into the future. Our traditions speak of a prophecy of a time of turning, and this is that moment in time where we are trying to really not just conceptually talk about the world uniting, but come together in real time in order to advocate for a healthy, just, livable future. We come together as a collective understanding that we do this work as ceremony and that we must engage as ceremony. So as you see, we're dressed up in our traditional regalia as if that we were going to go to ceremony, because this is spiritual warfare for us. We come into these halls and we have to fight colonization, we have to fight capitalism, we have to fight the destruction of the environment, and all we have is our faith, all we have is our tradition, and all we have is our ceremony that we're trying to do and enact globally so that we can have this future that we so desperately need. Traditional teachings is that we are not separate from nature, but we are the voice of nature, and that we are not separate from the earth, but we are the earth. You know, I recently was shot in the chest and died last year before I engaged to the COP. And after I died, I had to go before a council of spirits and examine my life. And I begged them to let me come back into this body so that I could continue to be a father to my child. And in order to do so, I had to sign a new life contract that obligated me to fulfill destinies that had not been realized before. Continuing to do this work globally and try and find ways to really unite the world, not just in prayer, not just in thoughts, but in real time, is one of the tasks that I was given. And so, you know, when we talk about nature and we talk about the destruction of the planet, we're seeing the repercussions of the environmental destruction and our societal collapses globally. You know, all we have is the faith, our faith that humanity will survive. And our traditions speak of a time of turning where the old world will be destroyed. But as the old world dies, a new one is created, and we must focus on that creation process. And in order for us to do that, we must articulate it in real time with each other in ceremony and in a heart space that allows this future to be born.